Hey everybody, tonight we're diving into the wild world of Ethereum. Now I know what you're thinking, John, I can barely understand regular internet, and now there's a fancy internet, and you'd be right to be confused. But trust me, this is exciting stuff. Ethereum at its core is like a giant shared computer. It was dreamt up by a very smart, very young programmer named Vitalik Buterin. He basically looked at the internet and said, this is great, but what if it were even better? And thus, Ethereum was born. But here's the thing. Ethereum isn't just about cat videos and doom scrolling, it's about changing how we interact with the digital world. Imagine a world where you could send money to anyone instantly, without needing a bank, or where contracts enforce themselves automatically, without lawyers getting involved. That's the kind of future Ethereum is building. And it all starts with something called blockchain. Now, you've probably heard of Bitcoin, Ethereum's older, grumpier sibling. Both use this thing called blockchain, which is essentially a giant public ledger. Imagine a spreadsheet, but it's spread across thousands of computers around the world. Every time someone sends Bitcoin, it's like writing that transaction down on the spreadsheet. Everyone gets a copy, so it's incredibly secure and transparent. But here's where Ethereum takes a hard left turn from Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin is just about money. Ethereum, on the other hand, is like a giant programmable platform. It's not just about keeping track of digital cash, it's about running entire applications. And the secret sauce? Smart contracts. Now I know what you're thinking. John, I'm already struggling with my phone contract and now you're throwing smart contracts at me? But stick with me. Smart contracts are just pieces of code that automatically execute when certain conditions are met. They're like the rules of a game, written in code and enforced by the entire Ethereum network. And that, my friends, is where things get really interesting. Let's say you're at a vending machine, right? You put in your money, you make your selection, and boom, out pops your snack. That's essentially a smart contract in action, but in the real world. In the digital world, imagine a smart contract for something like renting an apartment. You pay your deposit through the contract, and the digital key is released to you. No more dealing with landlords or waiting for paperwork. Or let's say you're an artist selling your work online. You can use a smart contract to automatically get paid royalties every time your art is resold. This cuts out the middleman and ensures you get your fair share. That's the beauty of smart contracts. They're transparent, secure, and they automate trust. No need for lawyers, banks, or any other third parties. Section 4, Ethereum's engine, the EVM and proof of stake. Now all this fancy footwork wouldn't be possible without a powerful engine under the hood. That's where the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM, comes in. Think of it like the operating system that runs all these smart contracts. It's what allows developers to build all sorts of crazy applications on top of Ethereum. But there's one more piece of the puzzle we need to talk about. Proof of stake. You see, for a long time, Ethereum used a system called proof of work to secure its network. This basically involved a bunch of computers solving complex math problems, which used a ton of energy. Not exactly environmentally friendly, right? So, Ethereum made the switch to proof of stake. This is like a giant decentralized lottery where you can stake your Ethereum to become a validator. Validators are responsible for verifying transactions and adding them to the blockchain. It's a much more energy-efficient system and it makes Ethereum more secure and scalable in the long run. Section 5. A universe of applications from DeFi to DAOs. Here's the really exciting part. All of this techie stuff actually translates to real-world applications. Remember how I said Ethereum could change everything? Well, it's already starting to happen. Take DeFi, or Decentralized Finance. It's basically Wall Street, but without the Wall Street. With DeFi, you can lend, borrow, and trade cryptocurrencies without needing a bank. You're in control of your own money. Then there are NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. These are unique digital assets that represent ownership of things like art, music, or even virtual real estate. Think of it like a digital certificate of authenticity. And because they're built on Ethereum, they're secure, transparent, and easily traded. But it doesn't stop there. We've got DAOs, or Decentralized Autonomous Organizations. They're like internet-native companies run by their own communities. Members can vote on proposals, manage funds, and make decisions collectively. It's democracy in action, powered by blockchain. And let's not forget about token creation. Ethereum makes it incredibly easy to create your own digital tokens. These tokens can represent anything from loyalty points to virtual goods to even shares in a company. It's a whole new way to think about ownership and value. Section 6, Ethereum's Promise, a Decentralized Future. So there you have it. Ethereum isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's a revolution in the making. It's a platform for building a more open, transparent, and equitable future. By cutting out the middlemen, Ethereum is giving power back to the people. It's allowing us to interact and transact directly with each other without needing permission from anyone. Will Ethereum change the world? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's a wild ride you don't want to miss. And that's our show. We'll be right back with a message from our sponsors, NordVPN. Because even on a decentralized internet, you still need to protect your privacy.